There I am. Now I'm in the middle. And I'm live. Hello, everyone that decides to join me. This is Nigel at night on a Saturday night. And it's another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. Ain't got nobody. All right. I'm assuming y'all can hear me. Why this thing is not active? I don't know. Unhide all. Oops. Bria. What happened to it? Where the frick did it go? Just don't mind me for a minute. Default. I don't know where it is. Let's get rid of that. Just give me a second here, folks, and I'll have some stuff for you. Audio input capture it was, right? Or is it audio output capture? Audio output capture? No, that ain't it, son of a bitch. All right. Well, anyway, hello all. How's everybody doing tonight? I am going to show you that care to see. Let me see if this will work. Video file. What this is here that I'm showing you is the latest episode of Access Paranormal. Now, sometimes these episodes are a little bit slow because they have if the spirits aren't talking, the spirits aren't talking. But other times they get interesting. And in this episode, there's two. You have to listen closely, and it'll say on the screen what you'll be listening for. So I'm going to play this, and I'm going to take away my picture, but I'll pop back in when it's relevant. Okay.
If I bend down, can somebody help me back up again? I'll leave you there. Torch off me because we're getting sweaty. Yeah. And there's the number 666. And if there's any walking past me behind me, all they're going to see is my rear. So, there you go. So that's the grave.
But it's the only one without any writing on as well.
Yeah.
All the ones on the side, every
If you look
side,
at all the
got
others,
writing on.
they've all got. I was going to say text. They've all got text on. That's how bad we are now. So that's the 666 one with no writing, so we don't know who's in here or what.
The tail what we know about it.
Yeah, so that's all we know. Oh my God, getting back up off there, I'm getting too old for this.
Showing your age, I'm 75.
Well, we set a few cat balls out around the
I know I am
Yeah.
dead.
Put one on number 666.
Yeah.
Oh!
And we'll do a bit of a call out, Nigel.
Really?
Yeah.
Go on, Jonathan.
All right.
Do that one.
I work with wimps.
Go on.
Putting a cat ball on
I'm
the
gonna go-
vampire's grave.
That's it.
Or the
Okay,
unmarked
so
grave
wanna put
that
the spirit
666
Talk around.
So
Edwin.
Do you want experts on this.
So, for anybody who's listening, we're in St James's Cemetery in Liverpool city centre. It's one of the most famous cemeteries around. It's not a cemetery. They call it a public park now, although technically I'd class it as a cemetery. There's a lot of famous people in here, not just like television personalities, don't anyone like that. Famous people from many years ago, like we said before, the legendary Kitty Wilkinson. And the Colosseum down there belongs to Hutchinson. And we'll be taking you there in a little minute. But we've arrived here at this grave, which is the 666 grave. We've put a cap ball on it. Cap ball's going off over there.
Oh,
Cap ball's going off. So that's good news. So the person who's here with us now, can you make that light up again for us, please, to let us know you're here? Is that you listening to us? Are you wondering what we're doing or who we are? If you are and you can hear me, make one of these lights flash. Come on, do something to show us you're here.
just put my specs off on as well.
Okay. Yeah. On your disco lights.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to move back a little bit. So we've got the two apples in front. So there's one in the distance, and there's one in front of us now on the what we will class as the sixth grade. You can put one.
Sense.
What was that?
Sense. Like sixth sense?
Sixth sense.
Sense.
Interesting.
Just sense.
Yeah. Are you sensing anything at all? I'm going to ask if there's somebody here now with us. Can you come forward?
To the big stone. Yeah, that was
We'll put one on the big stone. Yeah. Jonathan's at the side of me just in case, so you know where he is. Nanny. Okay. So that's me just putting the cap ball on, so it's not going off on its own. Now, I'm going to ask again if there's anybody here with us now. Anyone who can hear me or see me. Please come forward. We've got no one to fear here. You've got myself, Jamie. You've got Jonathan. And you've got Marie. If you want to communicate with us, and you're more than willing to do so, please come forward and do it. We put a couple of little items out. If you can push them or move them, they'll start flickering all these different kind of coloured lights. It won't do you any harm. They're just a visual for us so we can see that you're around. And for you to help you to communicate with us. Feel. Come on, shows you here. I'm going to walk over to this one. If that one goes off, Jonathan, shout me, okay? If you can come towards me, that would be great. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Do you want to make that light flash? Come on, come and show us your ear. You made it go off before. Can you do it again? Oh, one's going off over there. On the wall. Okay, I'm coming towards you. Can you stop the light, please? No. Okay. That's you making that light go off. Can you do it again for me, please? I'll step back. You don't need to be frightened of us. If you can and you want to, just make it. That's the way to communicate if you can.
Cold.
What was that?
Cold.
Cold. It's man's one here. Maybe man is two now. Can you make the lights flash again for us, please? Maybe it was just walking past, who knows? I'm going to walk towards you. Can you make that light flash for us, please? Not going to make you any harm. Do you do any harm at all? Are you able to make that flash? Well, can you make any of the others? Jonathan's in the distance and Marie's just there to the right. I'll walk back towards them so you can see them. What was that saying, Marie?
We go back to it. My heart gave in.
My heart gave in. That's an interesting one.
So I've had Nanny,
Between.
Feel, and my heart gave in. I'm playing games.
Oh, if you want to play games, feel free to do so. Make the lights flash all over the place.
You know what's
That would be
weird?
great if you could do that for us.
I didn't say it out loud, but I was about to say, because that one flashed, and then that one flashed, you walked over there. I was getting ready to say they're playing games.
All right, okay.
Oh.
So
I'll
maybe
tell
I
you
was
what,
right.
Scott.
Maybe I was right.
Scott, do you want to have a go calling out?
Sure. Hello, my name is Scott. I'm over in America. I would love to talk with you if you're here. If you would like to speak with us, you have nothing to be afraid of. We just want to know that you're here. If you could tap one of those balls on the ground and just make it move for me, it'll help us see that you're here with us so we can keep trying to communicate.
Jonathan, do you want to bring that cap on? We'll move down a little bit further. Do you want to grab that one there as well, Marie?
Yeah.
This one was quite active before, but it's gone quiet. What we're going to do is walk towards Hutchinson's grave.
Celebrate.
Celebrate. It's an interesting one. What's happened? Now you know how I feel. What was that?
Benedict.
Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got the big church in front of us. Yeah. I'm going to grab that ball.
Yeah.
And now, what we're going to be taking you to now is the Colosseum of Hutchinson's grave. Any second now. Now, this is an interesting. It's here. I've not got a clue what it is. I'll be honest with you. Looks like a massive egg cup. A large bottle of a large glass. But we're walking towards the grave.
I know I am dead.
I know I am dead.
Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it?
It's come up twice now for us.
What, since we've been on, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. I see.
Wow. I'm actually walking on gravestones that are actually used as path, for the path. There's just graves after the graves after the graves, all around us. This is the Colosseum. The Colosseum of Hutchinson's grave. It's a huge thing, that is. I think they fenced it off. But I thought you were going to say I could squeeze through, but I was going to say no chance.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's been. Yeah. It's just it's fenced off and everything else, but it does say there out. It does say Hutchinson's Memorial. It looks like they're renovating it a bit. So we can't get to where we were hoping to get with it. But we could put a catwalk down. Looks like they're repairing stuff and that.
Looks like somebody had a beer.
Sorry?
It looks like somebody had a beer there.
It does, yeah. Well, at least we've got one spirit on camera.
It looks like it's been pushed, and it's not the spirit you want.
We just got a message. I'll throw something.
Go on then. Throw something if you want to. As long as it hits Jonathan and not me, that's fine.
Scream.
Well, you've got the water over there.
Yeah.
If there's anybody here with us now,
I'm gonna.
anyone who can hear us or see us, please come forward. We don't mean you any harm at all. We just threw a cap ball That's the Coliseum. Catball is just. Catball's just pregnant.
Hey.
Jamie.
Lucky Jamie.
Hey, that's a bit. So Jonathan, you've been here many times, haven't you, before?
Yeah.
Tired.
And well, we all have. We've done quite a few times here, haven't we? And every time we come, sorry,
I've done overnight here before.
have you? Have you homeless?
Yeah, we've done an all-night vigil here.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Interesting.
I'm looking forward to go down them near them trees again. Just remember all the activity that we got over there.
Do you want to head there?
Oh, this,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's very calm here where we are, isn't it?
yeah.
Do you want
Plenty of people walking.
to? Yeah. I'll let Marie pick up the ball because she threw it. I mean, me and Jonathan basically can't get up.
Well, you can't wait to know me walking.
With the try with the jumping. So what we're going to do is, like we said to you, Scotland, Nigel, it's a huge graveyard. As you can see, we're just walking on graves. These are just graves after graves. No matter where you walk, you're on the grave.
Jail.
Jail.
But it's spelt the old-fashioned way. Gaol.
There's an unusual grave down this end as well, isn't there? Oh, bit of a step there.
It's interesting they make a walkway out of the graves.
Bushes.
I'm still fascinated by the mass graves. That's like not acceptable here.
Well, neither is walking on graves. That's what I was thinking. I was like, if they made a walkway here, that's like bad juju.
That's a house up there.
Hmm.
Murdered. We've got the word murdered come up. Can we just go over to these graves here?
Yeah.
I don't know what. Yeah, as Jonathan said, it was a quarry.
It was for the stone, it was for the even quarry.
Ah, right, okay then. So can you just say that on camera, Jonathan?
So the actual gardens, cemetery as it is now, or garden, whatever you want to call it, did start like as a quarry. 16 or 1700s. I don't know the exact date, but it was used to quarry the stone out for the cathedral above. That's what it was actually its first intended use. And there was when we came into the cemetery, we came through a little tunnel.
That's right.
And there was actually 3 tunnels into the cemetery itself. But we won. It must have been around there somewhere on this side here.
Yeah.
That one went underneath the cathedral.
Yeah,
It's probably still there.
Well, it was. It's actually in record that the tunnel collapsed when they were building the cathedral.
Right.
He had a lot of trouble with it.
Right.
And then there was one opposite here, so it'd be over on that side somewhere. And we think that was used for the first hearses that came in.
That's right, because, well, you reckon, I mean, we can't really see the zigzags on the grass, because there's like zigzags where the horses came. Try and put a torch.
The other
They're not bright enough, are they?
Little
Sadly, they're
girl
not bright
around
enough,
you.
yeah.
Up on that edge, it sort of goes up
And zigzag.
in zigzag, sort of all the way across.
You
I was
know,
explaining that to Nigel.
what did you say was the name of the little girl that's there?
Grace, right?
Grace?
Little Grace. Yeah, Little Grace.
Because we just
I've
had
just heard some, yeah.
we just had come up on our spirit talker, little girl around you.
Right, okay. Brilliant. Well, strangely enough, Nigel, I turned round to hear, because I've just heard something, and it was like a big thud as well.
You know,
I was explaining that to Nigel.
what did you say was the name of the little girl that's there?
Grace, right?
Grace?
Little Grace. I was explaining that to Nigel. Sorry?
What did you say was the name of the little girl that's there? Grace, right? Grace?
Little Grace.
sort of goes up
And zigzag.
in zigzag,
Yeah.
sort of all the way across.
You
I was
know,
explaining that to Nigel.
what did you say was the name of the little girl that's there?
Grace, right?
Grace?
Little Grace. Yeah, Little Grace.
Because we just
I've
had
just heard some. Yeah.
we just had come up on our spirit talker, little girl around you.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. Well, strangely enough, Nigel, I turned round to hear because I've just heard something, and it was like a big thud as well. It was like something being thrown.
I thought we heard something like that when the camera went off at the same time.
Yeah.
We both shut down. Well, we don't.
No.
You're gonna thought that.
Yeah, we've got that on the audio, definitely. We'll carry on walking down to where we done a ghost hunt last time and see if we can get any kind of activity. These are just gravestones upon gravestones.
Oh,
Horse. We've just been talking about horses, didn't we?
You look the same.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
look
the
the
whole
same.
thing with characters, wasn't it?
As you can see, it's just gravestone after gravestone. What's that one there? In memorial of
Sacred.
Mary White James. So it's just John. Oh, hidden because they're down in there somewhere. Because you remember that time we came here
Yeah.
and we went into there and you could hear walking and you could hear noises. Yeah. Floorboards. Floorboards.
Mhm.
Oh, why would the spirits all come up with floorboards? It's kind of creepy, this. There's a broken grave there. Come on, if there's somebody here with us now, I want you to follow us. Come and talk to us. We're going to be trying to communicate with you soon to see if you can move anything we've got with us to try and show us you're here.
I'm a friend.
There's an actual
I'm a friend.
there's a fence going up there, see? An old fence.
Hmm.
And there's graves hidden. There's like stones behind them, you know, anything comes out of there, now I'm gone. It's like old stones. Heavy as well. And they're hidden in the ivy, through the ivy. What's that? Oh, just straight. Marie's just got unfinished business on her spirit talker as well. They disappeared over there, Jonathan and Marie. They're looking for an entrance for us. There's hidden underneath all these here. It's just grave after grave after grave. Have you got it? So, me and Jonathan have found where we done it last time, so we're going to try again now. There's graves. Ooh, there. A helicopter coming across. So if you can hear something, you'll probably hear the helicopter. Hey,
That looked like a face.
you found me. Now this is where we were last time.
This is the phrase. No,
Yeah.
this hill.
Yeah. Ow. You didn't tell me it was a holly bush.
Remember that it's last time.
There's a grave. That's
One
a grave.
man here.
One man here. Okay. If there's somebody here with us now, I'm
We've
going to
got a
step
few
back
balls put down.
so we
here.
get you two back on camera.
Okay, we've got a few balls round here. Because we got,
We got cat ball there.
I can't see them.
Okay.
Okay.
We're actually behind the graves as well now. So if I show you now, they're the graves.
Hmm? Not that one.
I heard a click.
I just not that. I think it fell on the stone.
Right.
With that
Okay.
one. We've got a few. Oh, did it
Which
go off
one went
there?
off?
Behind me, but I didn't see it.
Okay. So let me move back so we've got in camera.
Run the show for a minute.
Try the rucksack. Where's
I
my
think
rucksack?
Jonathan's got them himself.
All right. Okay. I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now. If you can hear me and you can see us, we'd love you to come and communicate.
I make noises.
We heard a crack before.
You here with us now?
Ouch. Holly Bush.
I'm saying is that a torch on?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Can you make a noise now?
That's me.
Look where you are. You touch one of the balls on the floor. The light on.
We've come to hear your story. Have you got stories to tell about this place? About your life? Can you tell us?
Cap
Is the ball
ball,
going off?
cap ball's going off. Crying.
Would you like to tell us your story? Have you got things to tell us about this place, what we're in? That was a quarry.
What was that, Scott?
We got 10, like the number 10.
Number 10.
Mhm.
How many people here now with us?
Can you touch one of the balls so we can know that you can talk to us?
Let me introduce you. This is Jonathan. This is Marie.
Hello.
My name's Jamie, and none of us are here to harm you in any way. That was me. That was me. I moved my foot. Sorry.
No, before that.
I didn't in on.
Yeah, over that way.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm not somebody walking through now.
I'll just
No.
go and have a look.
Yeah, just be careful, though, Marie.
I'll just go look with you coming, yeah?
Okay.
No, can't see anybody at all.
Okay. Scott, do you want to have another call out?
Sure. Hello, my name's Scott. I'm in America. I'm here to talk with you today. If you wanted to talk with us, if that was you that made that ball move a couple minutes ago, could you do it again for us, please? If you could.
Real.
Real.
We've got an helicopter going. Would you like to come and tell us how old you are? Or what your name is?
Jenny.
I'm getting Jenny on mine.
Jenny?
Jenny.
Jenny, are you here with us? If you can touch one of the balls and move it, that will just tell us yes, you're here with us. There's any other spirits, entities here that would like to communicate with us, please?
Show you where Marie is.
You can come down and come and join us. We'd love to chat with you.
Walk up a little bit, Marie.
It is quite slippery where it is, by the
Is
way.
it?
Yeah.
Well, if we get that on camera, that'll be great. I said if you fall, at least we got it on camera. Ooh.
Does anybody here like to come and chat? Would you like to come and join me? You come and talk with- You're welcome to come and join us.
Can you make one of the lights flash? Can you push one of the lights and make it flash?
I'm here to find out.
Sorry.
Why would
I like the dark.
We're here to find out. Is the light after being here on Earth?
Has Nigel done a runner there, Scott?
I think he's taking care of the dogs. Should be right back.
I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back with a scary mask on just to try and frighten us. Oh.
No.
Hello.
My dogs could not wait for the spirits, so
Was that your dog's face then?
no, that's actually my girlfriend.
I'm not saying nothing there, Nigel. I'm not getting into trouble for anyone.
Meet Mary.
I reminisce here.
She seems lovely, but where's the rest of her?
Well, you can only eat so much at a time.
I have to call him Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
What was that? Sorry, what was that, Millie? What did he say?
You're respectful.
We're respectful. We try and be respectful all the time. So if you think we're respectful, we would be grateful if you could come down and make communication with us. There's a couple of lights on the floor. Push them. So I just did something right now. That's
Would
awesome.
you like the other noise movement? Or can you show it in light form?
What's that?
What was that? Yeah.
Like talking.
I heard that.
No, I'm still in the still. Did you hear it?
I think it sounded like, yeah, like kind of a garbled talking in between.
It was in light form.
What's that?
What was that?
I'll have to.
I thought we had something. I thought he had talking, but then they said they heard footsteps.
Yeah, it was like footsteps.
I couldn't tell what it was. It was like a little bit of a noise.
He's with us now.
The church.
The church.
You belong to the church? You part of the church?
There's,
You built it?
there's two cat balls, one there
You helped
and one
build
to the
it?
right. There's one you can probably see where he's shining the torch, and then there's one on the gravestone.
And one on the gravestone. Yeah.
It did go off a few minutes ago, but we've not captured anything else really.
Any spirit buried
Where he is.
beneath the earth?
Where he's there.
Would you like to come and talk to us?
Was you that made that sound a minute ago?
I'll just move back a little bit so.
Do that again for us, please. Speak a bit louder so we can all hear it. Really appreciate that.
If you would want us to move away from this area, can you move one of the balls and light it up, and we'll move on away from you?
Sure, I've just heard walking behind us.
I heard something,
Behind us.
Just have a look round
but it
here.
only
Yeah.
made sound. It's like
See, can you see
I have
the
no
stars?
idea what that is. Is that a name?
That's an old name.
Who's here with us now? Can somebody communicate with us? Are you going to talk to us? There's no one around, so.
All the groups gone and the queen
Yeah.
gone. They're both gone.
Yeah, they're all gone. What we should do, should we walk up to that grave at the end, what's embedded into the stone?
Yeah.
So if you grab the cat balls,
Yeah.
I'm going to get back onto the normal ground before I go head over heels. So while they're just coming back. Well, that's actually the end of it there. That's what I edited today. And I don't know if you could hear the particular sounds I heard, but when you have headphones in, you it's amazing what you'll in fact hear. And you know, I could hear that voice. To me sounded like it was saying, "Get out." Oh shoot, I disconnected that. I'll turn this on.
give us some background entertainment while you're all here listening. I don't know what I did different last night. Last night I had over 40 viewers. Tonight there's just 6 of us, but it's a dedicated 6. Your hair, what hair? But that was an example of the Access Paranormal show on Bad Ben TV. That's the episode that went up tonight, and it allows anybody that's got Bad Ben TV can watch it, and you, of course, just got a chance to watch it. But like I said, I'm a little surprised that last night we had 40 viewers in here, and tonight we got 10. But I appreciate those of you that are in here. But there might be something acting goofy too, because your comments are coming through in blurbs. Who knows why? But so I spent today editing that, spending tomorrow making DVDs to send out. I had somebody buy their way into, was it you, Habib? Somebody today bought it for an appearance. Their picture's going to be in Bad Ben 12. Ryan. I don't have, oh wait, there's the, now it's showing. Let me just try to fix that. Real quick. Ugh. Properties. Man, this thing is a pain in the butt. It shows the audio output, but it doesn't, but I'm not hearing nothing. Monitor off, that's why. Let's put, now you should be able to hear it when something comes through. It was you. Okay, good. You'll be getting an email from me for details. There are, for those of you that you probably know, actually, Bad Ben 11 is going to have a re-edit. The tombstone scenes where I sold people.
You're okay here.
You're okay here. Thank you. The tombstone scene was a little long as just one continuous scene. So what I'm going to do in the re-edit is I'm going to break that up so that those various tombstones appear as short, like 1 minute segments broken up throughout the movie. I think it'll flow better. You'll see. I'll get to doing that. People have been asking me to do commentary too. That's a possibility, but my main focus right now is making Bad Ben 12, because that's going to premiere at Bride of Frankencon in Tennessee. So we got to keep on schedule. And we will make it happen. The Holly thought this morning, before we went out, Sable stood up on the couch and was just staring in the corner, barking at something, ears up, aggravated. Holly swore that from me doing this spirit talker thing, I opened the gates of hell into the house, and Sable saw something in the corner.
Died a long time ago.
Not often, Michael. Died a long time ago. Did you see what that Michael Vesio wrote? How often do you get Taiwanese men in this chat looking for, well, it's gone now, nude photos of Tom Riley? Oh, you installed the Spirit Talker. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? You know what? When it's really weird, like I'm sitting in a house that since the house was built, I've been the only owner of it, despite the Bad Ben movie. But in the, if you bring something in that's got, I don't have anything here that's like, oh, I mean, upstairs I got the family Bible. I didn't really throw that in the trash in case anyone was
Escape.
But one day, Scott and I plan on going out to a cemetery at night with this Spirit Talker and seeing and broadcasting live and seeing what the Spirit Talker does. And when the Access Paranormal team's out, they're actually in places that are known to have paranormal activity. So they get a lot of comments that come up on the Spirit Talker. Now, I tend to be a skeptic. Those of you that have watched me over the years know that. But there is well, Toro, I think you're younger than me. So I'll probably already be gone. But yeah, I want to get some of those cat balls too. And I think what I want to do though is because see, in the United Kingdom, things are a little different. They just walk into cemeteries and they get permission when they go in buildings. But here in the United States, the blanket law pretty much is that cemeteries are open sunrise to sunset. I'm not much of a drinker, Squatch. But they I would ask permission before I went into the cemetery at night. Plus, I'd probably shit myself in the
Creepy.
process. Creepy. Yeah, it would be creepy. There is a place, there's two places I'd like to go with Scott. One is a place, excuse me for yawning on you folks, you're not boring me. One place is the Abbott House, which was a bed and breakfast, and the other place is the Flanders Hotel in Ocean City, are both said to be haunted. So I think they would be interesting places to go with the Spirit Talker. Ryan. That's the second time that name's come up. If you see beneath the word Ryan, which is big there, which is the word that just came up, beneath it is a list of the words that have come up since we've done this. Your hair, Ryan, you're okay here, died a long time ago, escape, creepy, and Ryan again. Yeah, I also think it's I don't know. Perhaps the United Kingdom cemeteries are public property. That particular cemetery that Jamie and Jonathan and Marie was in, that it was actually a quarry. Now it's a cemetery, and I think they said it was mentioned in last episode. I think there were 25,000 bodies in there, and there also is mass graves, which is something that just is not in this country. We don't have them, but there's like children there that were orphans that through various plagues and stuff through history, because some of those graves are very old. There might be multiple children in one grave, which that's something you'd never have here. Plus, they had a walkway. The grave coverings are like cement, a walkway, so you walk across them. And in the beginning of that, there's a shapeshifter.
There is a shapeshifter.
If you say so. There's we just don't walk on graves here either. At least you're not supposed to. But the one grave that we opened up that episode with was had a 666 on it. And the folklore of the area is that the person that's buried there was thought to be a vampire, and they're buried in their grave face down. So there's was in our history, and I don't know this for sure, DC, but there was what was known as paupers' graves, and they were just basically like bare minimum property, and not markers, maybe a stick with a name on it or something. But I don't think in this country there's mass graves. I could be wrong.
She's here.
Just kidding. But anyway, I want to give you all an opportunity to see an episode of Access Paranormal Investigates. And there's other things coming up. There's next week, Bad Ben TV is going to be available on Amazon Fire as well as Roku. So you'll be able to see. We have a mass grave in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, I ran a poll a while back that said, what, besides Roku, what kind of TVs do you have? And the number one next to Roku was Amazon Fire, and followed.
Yes, I can.
You can what? Can you appear? Appear. I can turn this camera if you show up down here and show everyone. There is yes, Bad Ben TV is I made available in the United Kingdom, the United States, and Canada.
Nice.
Because Canada is so close to us, and the United Kingdom's our second largest audience. Now, I do like when somebody tells me, "Oh, can you add it to? Can we buy your? We love your movies. Can you send the Blu-rays to the Philippines?" And the first thought in my mind is, well, how did you watch the movies in the Philippines? They're not available there. So that means one of two things. Either they pirated it or they used a VPN. I don't know. But the thing about you guys that do ask me to ship, like for instance, I did have somebody from Canada last week that actually wanted to buy 3 sets of the Blu-rays. Cost $40 to ship there. And I just hate the fact that almost half as much as the whole Blu-ray collection. Well, it was 3 sets though, but I think it was $20 for 1 set. That's just so expensive. I used to sell stuff to the United Kingdom, and it was like $3 or $4. No, uh, you're a nice person, DC. They didn't hear about them from reviews. They watched them.
I've been watching you.
That was pretty funny. I said they watched them, and the spirit talker said, "I've been watching you." You're not that person that just spirit that just said, "I've been watching you." You're not that person that keeps sending me the threatening email that says, "You see the porn I watch on my camera, and unless I send you $1,000 in Bitcoin, you'll release the video to everybody in my contact list because of the virus you put on my computer." Ugh, that's the new scam. First of all, it's not possible. Let's put it that way. But second of all, that's the latest scam. It used to be that some person died overseas and they want to launder the money through your account, but you can keep a couple million and just send. Yeah. I actually had cousin Darty, who y'all know about. She got contacted by somebody and talked to her nephew to get him to take her to the bank to get a cashier's check for $10,000 to send to these people because she had won a Mercedes Benz and she had to cover shipping. Well, thankfully, her nephew was a retired police detective, and he handled it. Well, the thing that gets me, yes, there are so many scams out there, but the thing that aggravates the absolute shit out of me is scams that target the elderly. Like, you remember that one that was going around where they were calling and saying their grandson is in jail, and for them to
Please don't stop.
Please don't stop, and to send money to get them out. And and I mean, nowadays, elderly tend to be pretty computer savvy because, well, I'm 57, and when am I considered elderly? It's 60 or 65. But either way, I suspect at that time I'll be still computer literate. But, there's a lot of them. The IRS scam that asks for gift cards, yeah, that's another one. And I mean, I do like to screw with some of them though. Like for instance, the spoof phone calls. First of all, the do not call list ain't worth shit because I'm on all the do not call lists and I still get calls constantly. And here's something else. One of the calls I get all the time is collecting money for the police or the fire. Now, they're legitimate calls. They are actually collecting money for the police or firemen. But
collect.
Dude, you see that too? It said collect, and I just said collecting money for the police and firemen. But one of the things, if you ever considered, and even like for breast cancer, and I have a family member that's a breast cancer survivor. Yeah, I saw that one guy that takes and hacks the scammers' computers and deletes them. That's funny as shit. But whenever you get a call from a charity, and they're probably legitimate, looking to collect money, ask them, say, how much of the money I donate goes to the actual charity? And you'll find out in most cases it's 15% or less. So basically, if you gave, say you gave $100 to the American Cancer Society through one of those phone things, the American Cancer Society gets $15 of that. And the company that's making the phone call for administrative fees gets 85. So that's why I never give that way. When I mean, if your town's like mine, especially in the warm months, the fire departments will be out at the intersections holding the boot. And you pull, when you come up to a stoplight, they walk by with the boot. I throw money in there. And here's why I do that, because those are the people that are going to be coming to my house and put it out if it catches fire. There are some checkouts, though, that when they're asking for a donation, they actually are getting everything. You have to check with the company. It is kind of funny, though, sometimes when you ask people, say, you ask somebody that works there, how much of this donation that I give goes to the actual charity? They probably don't have the answer, or they think you're a dick for asking. But yeah, if I'm going to donate to the Police Benevolent Society or the Firemen's Association, I'm going to donate. Well, like, we have volunteer firemen. They're the ones that are out at the intersections collecting. So they're the people. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of there. I don't know if you guys have these where
Edith,
where's Archie? Elks Club. Our Elks Club around the corner here, they have a dinner every week. They're always doing some sort of fundraising. One of the organizations, I'm not endorsing any, I'm just making suggestions on who to give to, but the Knights of Columbus, when my mother passed away, the stairs that I was drugged down in Bad Bend, which happened to be right over there, those stairs used to have one of those stair lifts on them. When I fell down the stairs, dude, this thing is on fire tonight. Anyway, when I had a stair lift there for my mother, because those of you that have seen the front of this house know that the garage is at the basement level. So we'd come in that way, come through the house, get on the stair lift to take her up into the house. So I had no use for that when she passed. And I also had a power wheelchair. So I was down in Walmart one day, the Walmart in Cape May County. When I was coming out, there was people collecting from Knights of Columbus. And I said, hey, would you have any use for? And that guy that was there, who's like the Grand Poobah or whatever the person is that's in charge of, Knights of Columbus, he actually came to my house with another guy in a trailer, and we disassembled the stair lift, and I gave him the wheelchair. And they already had somebody that needed it. So that was good, because those stair lifts, and this was like probably
Mortuary.
Mortuary. What is mortuary? Somebody Google mortuary. Those stair lifts now, I mean, I paid $4,000 for that thing 20 years ago. So I bet you it's a lot more than that now. The Grand Poobah. Wow. What was the other thing? No, the Grand Wizards, the KKK. We're not going to with that. My uncle, actually cousin Doherty's father, they belonged to an organization called the Red Men, and because they have there's some Native American blood in his side of the family. Mortuary, French pronunciation, is a commune.
I'm a protector.
Well, thank you. I feel very safe. I don't even know what that is. So anyway, he was the chief. My father was the commander of the Disabled American Veterans at one point.
We love talking.
Well, you're doing a lot of it. Keep talking. We're listening. Tell us who you are. What's your name? We're very curious. Dun, dun, dun. Now it stops talking. I guess I was talking too much. So I so much want to tell you stuff that's going to go into Bad Ben 12, but Holly tells me I give away too much. But there will be a teaser soon. Carol O'Connor. For those of you that aren't drawing the connection there, Edith and Archie Bunker from All in the Family from the 70s. Carol O'Connor. All right, Squatch, watch it.
Stomach.
I'm trying to see if some of you I did show the episode 4 to here. This was a couple months ago. In the Heat of the Night, that was him.
Silent.
Yeah, well, you're not too silent. These guys, when they're doing these paranormal investigations over there, they have shit going on all over the place, all around them. So, but anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming. Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
I want to thank you guys for watching with me tonight, the Access Paranormal, and a lot of stuff coming up in the next few weeks. So I am going to get off here now because Sable's staring at me under the table here. She wants to go to bed. So I will. She got her nails cut today, her and Archer, and they were both very good. And now when they jump up on us, it's not like we're getting stabbed with knives. So I'm gonna let you go for now, and I'll be back around tomorrow. And thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll talk soon.
Don't be fearful.